Good morning. We are going to start off your first video, Libras, with your love reading. It's going to be an update from yesterday's. So incoming things happened in your reading yesterday. We had the Four of Cups, a lot of Wands cards, right? Like the Eight of Wands was a huge one that we left off on yesterday. This is going to be a brief spiritual check-in for the single. If you're currently unattached, I feel like these type of videos are very helpful because it's a directional view, right? And of course, you can discern through these videos. Make sure you make the right path for yourself. Always, it's just guidance in these vids. So let's get started. Now, my hints were very, very short and very in between. Okay, so you got to kind of read between the lines if you have this person in your life. A King of Pentacles is the only court card that I received this morning. And if you break down the card, it's about loyalty, right? Somebody who's sticking to their laurels. They work on their stability. They are fine here, usually, the King of Pentacles. I feel like this is the type of person that's coming toward you. I asked who's in romance. That was my question. So we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, someone who's established, right? And I want to treat it like a class today almost, because this dog here remains loyal to his owner, who has taken care of him sufficiently. This person might have a nice ride. But Libras, even though we're a luxurious sign, we don't tend to look at those signals. If you have awakened, other things are very important. The fact that somebody should be reliable and be there for you. So I wanted to start the basis of your videos here today. The only other two I got were tea leaves because I hadn't touched this deck in a long time. And it was, do not be tempted to lower your standards. It's a huge message with your divine masculine. I don't think that if you've gone through many cycles, I think the thing here is to trust somebody who does have stability, who will be there on occasions with your family, show up and have dependability. So if you're dating and if you're single, I think this is a big card for you. It's kind of like the white flag in the situation. Wave it proud. Do not lower your standards for someone who is not willing to meet you halfway. Divine Feminine, if I'm speaking to you independently, I'm sure this is the type of person that is attracted to your aura. You came up as the High Priestess. In the last week, more the Queen of Cups and the Empress. So those are huge cards to look at. We'll see what your placement is today, of course, in this check-in. And then your second card was very Easter-like. And you can see in the background, we got a little Peeps character. So Easter weekend reflects these type of rebirth emotions. An egg is about to be born. Maybe it's you. We've learned finite lessons. Maybe you've realized some of them were karmic in the past. A tie to a certain person. I would say someone who helped you grow. So it says, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. You could be that divine feminine who's nesting and getting prepared for times ahead, right? A marriage if you're not married yet, or you're looking for that type of stability. All three cards do have emotion to moving ahead. It's a new chapter for you, Libras, especially if you're a sun sign, because the eclipse just happened there on the 25th, a major, not too long, the solar eclipse is going to have more of an impact for you. But I see that you are not lowering your standards for a previous chapter. You've already experienced low vibrational people. You've learned, they've spoken to you that, there's a quote about Maya Angelou saying, she said powerfully in the 80s, I believe, is when it was first heard on national television. Maya Angelou said something like, when somebody shows you who they are at first glance, believe them. And so I think here you're nesting, you're working on your productivity. I am going to draw two separate spreads for you directionally for a single and a beautiful, maybe even dating Libra. Let's do it that way today. So I'm going to grab my Witch's Tarot. Steve's Love Tarot, he likes to use this. And I feel like it always you can just count on the Witch's Tarot. It just never really leads you astray. So let's see what that nest card is all about. What is the productivity and what is the divine feminine working on? We have the 10 of Cups. It's a very beautiful 10 of Cups. I waited for it to drop there, if you see, because I want to see how it draws when I ask a question. The 10 of Cups is you're working on your own happiness. You're nesting, okay? This is the clarifier card, if you were wondering. Some of you who are single, there are happy moments that you experience, and there are up and down days. We wouldn't be human if we didn't have a good mix of both. I think you're looking for a relationship that is very reciprocal, okay? So if you're past TF, or the person you were last with in a relationship did not provide a type of happiness that you felt was cohesive or that it came together nicely. You're working on it on your own, excuse me. Divine Feminine, can I see her placement today? Thank you. The Emperor. Oh my goodness. You're coming up as this Emperor card. We are now in a motion with Aries where it's going to be ruling. You're going to see Aries cards basically. They're going to pop out in reads. And I think that I look down at the Emperor and all you want is happiness. It's very, very simple. I don't think it has a complication to it when describing. You're just looking for whom provides that happiness, or if it becomes something that you work on automatically, right? It's automatically within you. You have a high vibration and you are actually okay by yourself. You're showing up as this Emperor. It's not like a love match. My divine feminines and masculines, you could really resonate with this card at this time. Many people, was my deck overturned? It was upside down. Many people are looking at you for advice, okay? If you're not the Empress this week, there's something that you're taking control over, okay? Your productivity is what this reading is about. So I think that you're taking control in a certain area. What are the other cards that we're going to see today? Also, hidden energy. We got the Knight of Cups. I'll show you what I have in just a second. That's a big delivery. The Ace of Cups. We have this guy. The Sun. A lot of you could be having... I pick up that you're changing your routine with the Sun. There's a big dynamic switch up. There's something that's reawakening in you as well with this Sun. You could be talking to Leos too because it's their card, or you have the vibrance of creativity. There's a lot of ideas flowing through the collective at this time. I get letters from you guys. I have direct contact with you on how you've been making changes. The Sun is one of those things. It's creative. It has movement to it. The child is also very youthful in the Sun card. And if you see, my lamp kind of hits it in a certain area where the Sun is protruding to the Emperor, which you've shown up today as. We do have a romantic advance that's coming up. This is a check-in, so this video talks about someone who is in your eye line. They're there. You might have some talks with them. Some of you have more than one option, meaning that there's two people. Ace of Pentacles, there's that offer. Could be coming from an earth sign, or you have connections or reconciled with an earth sign. I also have fire here. Aries is the Emperor card, which you saw in the reading. And then you have the High Priestess. I think this intuition is being tapped into where your heart center is. Many of you are following your heart. I think in the past when you did a head over heart decision, everything was impulse moves. Libra is an impulsive sign, so is Gemini, and so is Aquarius. Right now, the High Priestess is looking at her needs, and she's looking at her heart center. This is Pisces. You will see the card again today, and she's in this beautiful blue. I feel like when this happens too in your 3D, it's more than watching tarot videos. It's also about reading books. I think you come across information. It comes into your phone or your feed, and that's also how information is connected to you in the spiritual realm. You get sent things on your feed that you get to see. Some of you could have gone to a Reiki healer. I also see like a crystal store. Maybe some of you are going to, or it's in your town. So you're just spreading those wings. Again, High Priestess just touches onto her intuition. There could be exercises here every day too. Could be something that you journal. I feel like some of you have created something where you tap into your intuition. For me, it used to be diagrams as an example. And then I used to cut out things to help me get tapped in. So that's something that I'm getting here too. You could even be a tarot reader at home. You could be a home reader. There's nothing wrong with it. Everybody starts somewhere. So I think you've maybe purchased cards, I also see. So we have the Six of Wands. I want to talk about this because it's in relation to the Knight of Cups in your check-in. We want to decipher this energy in a way where we could talk about it. So I think that this person wants readied communication. And again, I think it's coming from more than one person. I think that you're very attractive at this time. We see that the Pentacles could even be yours. The last card is the Two of Wands. Before I move on, we will have several videos today that talk about relationships because Libra is the relationship sign. I do think here someone is eyeballing you for their own success. So just watch out for that in cautionary tales going forward, because they want to talk to you about longevity. And I see that here, Knight of Cups, super enamored, also a love admirer, right? If you look at the Knight of Cups, he is the most romantic of all the knights. Excuse me, that was weird. And the King of Pentacles has a lot of money too, and pentacles. So this is a stable person. I think there's a fire sign here, a possible earth sign. Knight of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you have that water element. You could be intuiting these people or these gentlemen, Divine Feminine, or if you're a masculine watching, you're also finding out what their needs are too at this time, especially examining your own. I think that's super important to look at your own necessities. Remember, do not lower your standards at this time. You are not to do that. Do not lower what you feel that you deserve. Okay? Knowing your worth is a huge part of this reading, because you do have offers. It just depends on which one is the brightest opportune moment for you to shine. Maybe this Knight of Cups also has been in connection with you. Who's more talkative with you too, I'd say. Okay, love cards, please. Can we see what the highest advice is? Look at all your options with the Seven of Cups. This is Light Seers and the Five of Pentacles. There's one person who does feel left out in the Five of Pentacles. I was surprised by this. I've seen a lot of fives this week. The Five of Pentacles is someone feeling left out, or you do. I think you do have options to look around. These could be career options even. For some of you, you could be moving on to something that pays higher. I also see that here with the Seven of Cups. And if it's just romance today, you do have the options to move forward. I think it's about acclimatizing and adjusting to a new situation. That's also water sign energy. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. What's the advice for love, please? Let's continue. The Justice card, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Swords. Someone here has the integrity to come and speak with you, but I feel like there's something like standoffish about the King of Swords, or that is you. If you're the King of Swords, you're brutally honest at this time. I also think that people find that attractive when you're very honest. It could be intimidating too when you're this King of Swords card. I also feel contact from a King of Swords who does want to reach you. And contact can come in an email. I feel like they have to get something straight with you because you are Justice. It shows up in your very own reading. Can I see what this is? I'm kind of unfamiliar with that card today. I don't know what it means in love. I'm just checking in with myself. Knight of Wands. Okay, so there is someone, the Knight of Wands appeared yesterday, I believe, in our readings. They came in too. You get a message because the Knights deliver something, whether it's speed, whether it's her beating on the drum there. A masculine comes through, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be an invite. I feel like there's social events here too popping up for you, Libra. Who's this Knight of Wands? Who is this direct Knight of Wands? The Two of Wands. And you had it twice in this reading. Let me describe it real quick. This is a choice. I think that you have a choice between two, or you have more than one option. And one could be more stable than the other. Okay, or there could be someone who comes back in retrograde, which starts April 1st. And they propose an offer. So overall, it's a choices and decisions card, the Two of Wands. And I think you are going to be put in a place where you get to choose for yourself. You have your major arcana here, and it's the best situation for you at the heart space, as we spoke of in the beginning part of this video. I hope this was very helpful for your spirituality. We will go into an oracle session next, and we're going to broaden out the reading just to let you know. It's not going to be too long. I hope you join us in the next one. And I hope this was helpful, or these are your romantic options. If not, it's okay. You can just directionally see if the advice suited you. I want to thank you for your time. Good morning as also, and I'll be with you in your second video. Catch you then.